How you doing, heroes? Welcome back for another episode of the Hashtag Show, and this one is a belter. It is the first returning guest to the podcast. Today, I've actually just finished. He's literally just left. I'm going to sit down for a conversation with the great and powerful, the Governor, Uncle Joe Deacon. We talk about all sorts. We talk about stuff. Joe, thankfully, very kind of, then said there that I'm so disarming that the conversation just flows. So much so, Joe felt so safe and so comfortable that the first 20 minutes of the podcast, we were talking about stuff that he wasn't maybe talking about. So we've had to scrap that. It's unbroadcastable. That's how safe and secure and how welcoming guests are made to feel here at the Hashtag Show. So sit back, unbuckle your trousers, and enjoy what is the next hour plus of the wonderful Joe Deacon. As always, get on the Patreon, patreon.com/the Hashtag Show to support the podcast and get the full episode in its entirety. If you are listening or watching on Spotify, please do follow the podcast on Spotify. And when you see the videos on social media, please do share them and help grow the page. And that's it. That's all the housekeeping. So sit back, enjoy, and take wonder at the human wrecking ball that is Joe Deacon. I'll speak to you all very soon. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking if I get anything else to say before I go into the episode, and I don't think I do. So let's get the right button. We've got it here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hashtag Show, and this is Joe Deacon.
Welcome to the Hashtag Show. Everyone's welcome, no one is safe. Welcome to the Hashtag Show. Winter is coming, but we hate snowflakes. Welcome to the Hashtag Show. Chucky Allah, we are the people. You should become a hashtag hero. You should become a hashtag hero. You should become a hashtag hero. The Hashtag Show. Go, go, go.
For context, we've just been talking for 20 minutes, and Joe didn't realise we're recording, right? And then what we've talked about, we can't put out.
Where am I?
Ah, exactly. He's here, right? We were just off the back of talking about flights. So I was saying that it's the airline industry it's the only industry I think that since day one it's declined, right? Because like back in the day, flying was like a luxury thing, whereas now it's like cattle.
Yeah.
I mean, I can even remember the first time I went on a flight. Now, you know that like Mandela effect when you believe something happened and it wasn't. I'm sure I can remember like televisions being on planes and things like be able to watch it. No, there's nothing.
You get absolutely nothing.
You get nothing at all.
Yeah.
Like even if you also even get a shite attitude, and the air hostesses as well. Like when you look back in the day and it's all Playboy bunnies and they're smoking cigars and all that. Whereas now, sometimes I've got on a plane, right? The last time when me and Lauren and Wayne went to Greece, see the last it was the air hostess. I'm like, she's not getting down this aisle. She is not getting down this aisle. Mate, the armrests were brushing against her arse cheeks as she's coming past. And then they're doing all that. Have you got any Maltesers left? You're like, just fucking surface on your cart. What's going on here?
I actually know a guy who just come back. I don't know if you might have seen some of the clips on social media. He used to be a dancer on Q-Tex or Basex, one of the rave bands, and he just come over a holiday flight, and it was what's that red one? Come and hold my hand.
Oh, Jet 2?
Jet 2.
Mate, that's
Right,
Council Airways.
Right, but wait till you hear this. So he's going to. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this.
I mean, because we're not cutting this out again. Fuck's sake, we're never going to get this episode out.
He just landed, and I think it was Cyprus. Just say it's Cyprus. He just landed, and he's like that. I've got to tell you, I've just been on the worst flight ever, Jet 2. Me and the wife are just sitting, having a wee bottle of champagne and that, just relaxing, enjoying myself. And we had one bottle. Then we asked the girl, the hostess, for another bottle. And this wee, don't need to tell you, came up to us and she went like, we're trying to have our tea right now, so you can't get another bottle of champagne.
Brilliant.
And I'm like that, what? I've never ever.
No.
They're usually, they're really nice. Are you sure you weren't pissed and abusive? He went, no. As I say, well, I'll tell you, this is a big, long 10-minute blowout on social media.
Yep.
And he says, well, every day I'm going to be on here and I'm going to be telling you how bad this flight was.
Aye.
And by the way, I've just received an email from Jet 2 that I've not got on the return flight.
Aye.
So the hostess carried it on when they got off the flight and all that, and wrote to her head office. He says, so my wife's coming back herself.
Amazing.
And I've been banned. And by the way, he updated it like a week later and said it took him, he had to get 3 flights.
Beautiful.
One from Cyprus to Paris, Paris to London, London to Edinburgh.
Amazing.
And as I say, my heart went out to him, but there's no way that he only had one bottle of champagne and was not abusive to the air hostess.
There's no. See, when it comes to airlines now, right? The difference between like the higher end quality service and what is like a Jet 2 or a Ryanair, the gulf in that gap is huge now. I think it used to be a point where like you would get an economy flight, and remember it used to be like you would always want to turn left, right, to go through the wee curtain, right? Yeah. And then
you wished you could go left.
Aye, or some planes you got on in the first 10 rows are the first class, and you would walk past and you would see them, and you would think to yourself, right, by the time you get to your seat in the economy seat, you're going, do you know what? See, at the end of the day, it's a slightly bigger seat, and
there's not much difference.
There's no much difference. Whereas now the difference is vast, vast. But so I knew somebody who worked for Etihad Airlines, right?
Great airline.
And the training that they went through was when she was telling me all about it, I'm going, this feels like old fashioned British Airways, man, right? So they all get taught how to do their hair and makeup properly.
Yeah.
The
guys as well.
Right? Oh, aye. Well, maybe not the guys. I mean, because it's the Saudis, man. They don't fuck about with that kind of stuff. But they would weigh them, right? The air hostesses would get weighed. Yeah.
I remember girls that
right. All that kind of stuff, and you're going. But she was saying like, so they get sent to do like training how to be like professional nannies, because they're saying some of them come on the planes with their kids in the first class and they just hand them a baby, and then you have to give them the baby back in 12 hours when the flight's over. Like they don't want to see it. Do you mean like she says they come on? They hand you a baby, they go to their seat, and then you have to give them it back like it's a handbag when they're coming back out the flight.
Unbelievable.
But the service, the quality of service up there is second to none. And then you're in the back, like going, is there any chance of another bottle of Prosecco? She's like, shut your fucking mouth back out.
The standards have really dropped.
It's almost making now. I've got this conspiracy, right? That I can make a conspiracy anything. So when I was young, right? A holiday was 2 weeks, standard, right? Yeah. You went away for 2 weeks. That was it. A fortnight was a holiday. And then all of a sudden it became this conversation of 2 weeks is too long. Do you know, 2 weeks is too long. 11 nights, that's enough. And now we're down to a week. And I think now...
I do 5 nights now.
Right, well, I think...
Especially Christmas. I can't do it any longer because I've got gigs.
Well, I think this is a conspiracy against the travel industry, right? Where they're making flights so shit that you're going, see if I'm going to go through such an awful experience at an airport or in the flight, I'm going to go for 2 weeks to try and get you to stay there longer. Because it would be all right. See if you went to the airport and the airport was amazing and then you go on the flight and the flight was shite, you could maybe argue, but then again, is that just a British thing? Because you'll know yourself coming from Switzerland. Airports in Europe,
Don't start me just now.
Oh, right.
Because
Have you got problems over there?
Big problems. I've got to fly from Malpensa or Linate.
Dear God.
Linate is 20 minutes from Milan.
That's quite a distance for Switzerland.
Malpensa. Malpensa is an hour and 10 minutes in the car. But you can get a train from Lugano straight to Malpensa, the train station, right at the terminal. But see with this new, the passport control stuff, both the airports, because it's in Italy, no disrespect to Italians watching this, but it's crazy. They're not giving you enough time. And the airport's saying it's the airline's fault. It's not, it's the airport's fault. Because there was my last flight to come over here 2 weeks ago, 9 days ago, and I barely made the flight, and we were there, me and my wife were there 2.5 hours before the flight. It's chaos.
Aye.
If there's queue,
Is that just with people? Just the
no,
volume of
it's
people?
no,
going through it?
volume of people, but there's not enough machines there. They've got to go to the machines for their fingerprints and their facial scanner. And I have to be honest, my wife's a wido. She's got the Irish passport now.
Oh, so she's straight through.
She's straight through.
Aye.
And I'm like that. What's happening here? I've got my Swiss pass, but you've still got to go through the scanner.
You know, I'm a lesbian lion.
Yeah, you've got to let me through. And by the way, she's sitting through there. And normally,
I'm more Irish than she is.
Normally, because I've got fast track, I'm like every airport, going through the cheap way, darling. I'll see you through there. And I'm waiting for her. She was waiting for me, and I'm like, I came through swearing like a trooper.
Raging.
I'm like, did they know who I am?
Aye.
That's a joke. I never said that. But
You're thinking it though.
I was thinking it, definitely thinking it. But there's big problems with Malpensa and with Linate. They're both the Milan airports, and they're just, I think they're not going to have staff on, maybe, but they've lost the place. Greece, however, have now scrapped the recognition stuff.
They can get in the bin.
No, but they're clever.
No. The Greeks are not clever.
No,
They're
they're very clever because they're in a competition with the Spanish and the Italians to get tourists, and they've said, Britain, come to us and you can walk right through. There's
Well,
no
that's what they should be doing, aye.
Well, that's what they've told the EU.
I've still not back.
But they've told them, no chance. I love Greece. I like Greece.
But then, see,
Scassi Malaka.
see,
You don't want a translation of that. See, you can't
You know,
get me with your machine.
that's a new-
Scassi Malaka.
that's a new Celtic centre half. See the thing with Greece, right? See if your country is you're built on tourism, right? But that's what you should be doing.
I know.
But then that also shines a light on, see this whole heightened security stuff. So then it's all bollocks.
By the way, but this is what I'm saying. See, if you're doing this that much to people who are flying into your country, they'll eventually stop going.
They will. They'll not be bothered us.
Tenerife's a nightmare as well. I've been 2-3 hours waiting to get through passport control. That was a year ago in Tenerife. 2 hours.
Aye.
It's an
Do you know,
absolute
see,
joke.
saying that, like every time, so Amsterdam's my favourite place in the world, right? So I try and go as much as I can. But,
I've been there twice and didn't like their cake.
mate. What? My cake days are over. It's more, once you get past the canals, this is what I say to everybody. First time, right, you just stay in the canals because that's what you want. That's what you want to see, right? It's like people going to fucking, I don't know, Rwanda and you don't see the killing fields. You want to see the good stuff, right? So you go to the Wendy's, you go to the mushroom shops, you have a smoke, you're sitting, you do all the stuff, right? Chips and mayonnaise.
But I actually thought it was a cake.
Well, it's a cake.
No, but
It is an actual cake. Like, it tastes like a cake.
It tasted like a cake.
Aye, I've
But
got
I'm
it down,
thinking
Costa.
A cappuccino cake, and I don't remember much of it.
I would pay good money to see you out your nut on Space Cake. That would be, mate, that's the next
Trust me.
podcast.
Trust
That's
me.
the next one. I'll come to Lugano. We'll go out on a walk out our nuts. And then once you go back, you move outside the canals and you discover the real Amsterdam, right? And all that kind of.
That way for the
Aye.
tourist traps.
But then they do it well as well because they don't. I find a lot of things sometimes like, see when there's touristy bits in certain like major cities, I think sometimes they're almost like they're almost ashamed of like they go, oh, that's for tourists. Whereas I think the Dutch are like, oh no, that's a tourist bit. But listen, if you want to come here and see the real Amsterdam, you know, there's loads of other cool things that you can go and do. But they don't hide it. They are obviously that new mayor's trying to really condense it all down.
Right.
But I also agree with that. I think you can clean up that bit.
So
of Amsterdam.
is he hassling? No.
It's a woman.
It's a woman, right?
Aye.
And she's trying to clean it up.
She's trying to clean it up, but I think they're trying to do a lot for the sex workers as well. I think they're trying to take it out of the hands of criminals and make it legalised and do it. Do you know, see, years ago, when we went to a stag do, we tried to hire a window to put my mate in it. Mate, what the fucking carry on? I had to pull the plug on it. I had to pull the plug
hire a
on it.
window,
Wanting
brilliant.
blood test on it. I was like, listen, we're just having a laugh. I just want to put the window of his arse out. You fucking think we're serious here? But aye, so amazing place. My point being that every time you fly into Schiphol Airport, right, because it's like one of these central hubs where you fly in and you can
Same
fly
as
everywhere.
Frankfurt. Yeah.
Aye, exactly. It is pandemonium, but it's so fucking efficient and
Yeah.
so fast.
Runs perfect.
The first time I went with my group of mates, we came round this corner and it was just a sea of people, and we're like, oh my, we're fucked. But then, mate, it goes within a matter of minutes. Like 20 minutes, you're through a crowd of maybe a couple of thousand,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're in
yeah.
because it's just efficient.
Many terminals. Is there two or three terminals?
I think
Frankfurt's got
I
three,
think there might be three. There might
Yeah.
be three. But even when you go into like the passport control part, you're talking there's like 30 desks. It's not like when you come into Glasgow Airport and there's like two people working, and you're in, and you're going, why are all these terminals here? Why is nobody checking these bags? Do you know what I mean? And you're just blasting through. So more can be done for. I think more needs to be done for the traveller. More needs to be done for the tourist.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
100%.
see if nobody's going on holiday, like the airport's not going to exist.
Yeah.
The shops will shut down. Like the towns and cities that need tourism will close.
Already, I don't know if you've noticed this, Glasgow and Edinburgh have lost some of their shops.
Aye.
Hugo Boss and all. There's a lot of people, a lot of companies have pulled out the airport.
Well, you must be like. Do you know, I was going to ask you this actually as well. See with the whole with the fire at Central Station, right?
Yeah.
You must have seen some change in Glasgow over the years since. Like, you think back to when you were first DJing in pubs. To what it is
the
now.
place was alive.
Aye, and I don't mean, I'm not going to go down this conversation like immigration and all that stuff, right? Stuff. I mean more so the look and the feel of the city. Because I certainly don't even recognise it now when I walk through Glasgow.
Scott, I've walked through Glasgow city centre about three or four times in the last 5 years.
Right, okay.
And I'm talking about, see, Union Street.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm not joking, it's like Beirut.
Aye.
It's
Now,
like,
to be
no,
fair,
but
Union
we're-
Street was always the shit bit, but you would
No,
still walk
but-
down it to go to the old pub.
Go to Union Street,
Aye.
onto Renfield Street.
Yep.
You had restaurants, bars,
Aye.
really, really nice clothes shops.
Mm-hmm.
See now, it's a vape shop,
Aye.
a Turkish barber's, you know, and it's
Like,
really
you used to have the tea rooms there,
Wow.
the Rennie McIntosh tea rooms, and now that's away.
scary, man.
It is quite scary, 'cause
And
even-
when you got to Renfield Street was all bars and restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got the Pavilion,
Yep.
and then you had the Apollo,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the with all the live bands. It was just a total alive. But when I've walked or driven past it, I'm like, what's happened here?
I mean, you think that
Sucky Hall Street.
Sucky Hall Street's probably the.
When are they going to finish it? Is it finished?
It's not even that. It's more so like even the fact that there's so many empty units in Sucky Hall Street.
False economy.
Again, like,
Everybody's buying
Ah.
online. I'm no, do you think that's true?
no, I mean, I will. No, I don't think it's true at all.
I prefer going into a shop.
Aye, because you want somebody to be able to shout it if something goes wrong.
No, but I would prefer going into a shop, trying something on,
Aye.
touchy-feely.
Aye.
that's another
Step
story.
in here. But then, my stepdaughter's 15, right? She's 16 this year. And they always say things like, oh, everybody's buying online now. But young Wayne still go to shops. Like, that's what they do at the weekend. They'll go down to
Yeah,
Hamilton.
correct.
Or she started every now and again going to Glasgow. But they'll walk around the shops. All right, they've got to Primark. They've got the usual places because they're cheap, because they're Waynes and they've not got money. But people are still going shopping. People are still in Glasgow. Like, people still work in the city, right? So those people need to be fed. So there could be cafes, restaurants. At the end of your shift, you might want to go to the gym. So there could be gyms in the city. Then there needs to be pubs. Then there needs to be things to service them. They might need a dry cleaners. They might need a post office. There's still businesses that need to exist for people. But it does feel as if they're intentionally shutting Glasgow down.
Business. If you're talking about pub, look at the state of pubs all over the UK.
Mm-hmm.
But look at Glasgow. I mean, I think the figure was I seen in the BBC News, which isn't biased at all. 168 pubs close a week in the UK.
Well, I mean, that
Really?
in itself, the business rates for pubs are alarming, right? But the thing that gets me the most about that is, see, even just off the back of the World Cup, right? And I don't just mean in Scotland. I mean global reach of the Tartan Army. There was not a news outlet in any country in the world that wasn't talking about the Tartan Army for 2 weeks.
Oh, I was
There were-
loving it.
Aye, mate, I've never been so jealous.
I wasn't
of
even
it.
into the football. I was just loving how
I just
people
wanted
were
to be
taking
there.
us to- yeah.
Aye, I just wanted to be there, to be part of it. And there will be countries who have no idea where Scotland is on the map, didn't even know what the Tartan Army is, and now they know about Scotland.
Correct.
They know about the Tartan Army. They know about the cones on the statues, right?
Yeah.
And it seems as if we've got this kind of attitude of it doesn't matter how down we are. It doesn't matter what's on top of us. Pressure through life, pressure through whatever. We'll always have a laugh. We'll try and have a party,
100%.
and we'll dance our way through it, drink our way through it, and we'll be joyful, and right.
Even
And
though the team's shite.
even though we're shite, right? But that's the attitude.
I know,
we put
it's a
there,
great attitude to have.
right? We like to have a laugh. We like to have a drink.
Yeah.
We like to enjoy ourselves. We're good. We're fun to be around. We're good people. But then when we come back home to Glasgow, it's like, well, we're shutting pubs down. You can't drink past 3 o'clock. We don't want that. We want it when it's abroad and everybody's got a good image, but we will only allow it to be back here. And I don't get it.
But that's because they don't trust us.
Maybe, or they don't know how to make. They're not making enough money. I don't know if enough money's no funneling up the way. The government's not happy with it. Because especially Sucky Hall Street, like, I mean, you even think back to like when you were younger and you're working in Sucky Hall Street.
Yeah.
The state of Sucky Hall Street now is shocking. But the fact that in a few short years we have lost the School of Art, which in itself, I mean, that should have been a national inquiry as to how that happened.
And then they fixed it and then it went fire again.
Aye, and then we lost the ABC as well.
Yeah.
The history of that.
Great venue.
So you've ripped the heart and soul out of Sucky Hall Street. The CCA shut down Sucky Hall Street as well, and then we had the Central Station fire. And it's now it does feel as if like it's part of Glasgow's been ripped out, and it's not being replaced with anything.
I know. Yeah, it's.
Do you mean it's almost as if they're just leaving it to fucking ruin, and it's sad. It's sad to see.
And I can see it. See, as I say, I'm not here now, but when I come back, I'm just like, what's happening?
Aye.
You know, like it's sad. It's so sad
I-
that everything is just like it's just left.
Aye,
Nobody's trying
everything's
to.
falling.
There's
Everything's falling
no
apart.
investment. It
Aye,
seems to
and
me.
it doesn't seem like anybody cares either.
Yeah.
So as I'm getting older, right, I'm starting.
Well,
like, no,
you're a grumpy old man.
aye, but do you know what? I'm today, right, when I was driving over, I'm thinking, going like, is it just that when everybody gets older, they go, oh, see, when I was young, music was better, food was better, and you're
I do it
going,
all the time
right,
now.
aye, but then now that I'm a generation
Yeah.
below you, right,
Yeah, and
now I'm doing it.
But you're seeing it.
Aye, and
a
I'm
lot
seeing it
younger.
as well. Aye, so I'm now going like, well, when I was young, food did taste better because it was full of fat and sugar, right? You could get proper iron brew. Chocolate tasted better because it was real chocolate. Now it's not even chocolate anymore, right? It's a fake substitute.
It's cream milk with sugar.
Aye, or whatever it is, right? Oh well, maybe no Toblerone, maybe no in the Swiss. They still fuck
the
don't
Swiss
touch
have
our
got
chocolate, cunts.
real chocolate.
Fucking wicked chocolate. But like your city's falling apart. The Glasgow's changed. Everything that you loved growing up is pretty much either gone or changed. And what it's been replaced with is a poor imitation. Like even like music as well. Like the fact that remember when we're a year on for Oasis coming back, right? And I remember talking to a mate about it, and he's going, I think that them coming back's a lot of shite, and there should be more. And you're going, no. They've been away for so long,
Yeah.
and not one other band has been able to come and take the crown.
Has filled them.
Aye.
Has took them out.
Aye,
you know?
and you're
filled in.
now in an economy for everything, for every kind of art form or every industry where it's short, it's 90 seconds, it's a couple of days and then move on. It's like a news cycle, 24 hours.
Yeah.
What's the next thing? Whereas nobody's willing to invest in stuff anymore. And that's why the old things are still the best. That's why people have memories of Glasgow. That's why Oasis are still as big as they are. That's why things like the Metro Nights because it was a time in their life. It meant something.
That's when there was talent.
Aye.
When things were sort of okay. If your work was terrible, if you were unemployed, you still had good bands to go and see or good nights to go to.
Aye.
Clubs.
No, there's nothing.
Bands. Now everything's falling apart.
Aye.
The
So
whole, not only Scotland, the UK.
Aye. Oh no, totally. Aye. So you think like you could go and work a 40-hour week, but on a Saturday you can go to the Metro, and you can lose yourself
Yeah.
for a night in the Metro, and your night can begin with when you get on the bus in Glasgow and you're going down to Saltcoats.
Or actually panicking in case you don't go on the bus.
Right.
We had that. We had people queuing, jostling each other to try and get on our bus, and I'd be like, hold on, don't stay back, don't push on this. There's another bus coming.
That's enough. I'll get all yous on.
Scott, here's a cracker. There was one night Ultrasonic were on.
Right.
Ultrasonic and TTF, they used to bring, now this is the records that I had, right? Over 560 people I bussed down from Glasgow and Paisley. They were my two areas that I would bus all the people. Between 500 and 600 people.
That's insane, isn't it?
And we had double deckers, right? Double deckers. When I went up, I went upstairs to see how I think we're full. Just hold them downstairs. I went upstairs, and all the seats were taken, and people were sitting on the ground, right up to the. I'm like that. For fuck's sake! And then I went downstairs, and I'm like, we can shoot in another 10. But we used to do our best to get everybody. It was Glasgow that made the metro. They would all come, but we had people from Edinburgh, from Paisley, from Bishop Briggs, from Springburn, from Posel. We had them from all over Scotland and all over Glasgow, and it was phenomenal. And see, at the end of the night, you think it was easy to get them on the bus.
Getting
to go
them
to
back,
it, it's getting them back home.
Well, I can imagine there's one
people-
or two got left in Saltcoats.
Probably hundreds,
Aye.
because we would park in a train station. It was all around the corner, and we'd say to everybody, now you've got to be back here. If you're not here, it closed at 2. If you're
Right.
not here for 2:30, we're off.
You're off, ski.
But you had to. I had tickets for them and all that, and they had to have the ticket. We did. And by the way, have you ever asked somebody, "Can you show us your ticket?" And they've been dancing non-stop for
raving.
5 hours,
Aye.
and they go like that. We are.
I saw it in a bit of paper.
I saw it's crazy, but we got them all on eventually.
Yep.
Even people that get lost and all that, my pals have left me. If we could, we got them on
Aye.
for an extra tenner. I'm joking. It was a freebie.
But it's that I don't know what I mean, there's still obviously young kids are still into dance music, right? I think that there's a pool there that draws young people in.
But it breaks my heart when I see on the socials a beautiful club, a beautiful stadium with all these people, and they're holding up phones. Come on.
I know.
I mean, get into it. I mean, what did you do when you were watching a band live or in a nightclub when a DJ plays a tune? You were in it. You weren't standing and going, oh, wait a minute, with a phone.
I know. Well,
Fuck off.
there'll still be gigs where nobody is with their phone, but a lot of it's like anything else. If something becomes successful organically, right? If something grows itself, like the dance scene in Scotland, some vultures will come in and go,
I know.
we could put a couple of $100,000 into that, build a big festival, and make it social media. So you get some of the big ones, and you see them all, they're all glammed up and they've all got their phones, and you're like, fine, where's the people who... Nobody's jaws swinging in this video.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Where's the one of the guy
That's why
eating grass?
I still post some of my old videos from way back in the day when you're like that. I mean, is that a video? You could hardly, the quality's terrible, but you've seen people like...
Well, is it wee
mental.
Paul?
Wee Paul, double vision,
aye,
DV.
When
I
he
mean-
posts some of them, when you watch, there's like folk just like in a Lessie jumper.
Yeah, no.
And I'm like, it must be
They've only got
sweating.
their jeans
trousers,
on.
aye,
They've only
aye.
got trousers on.
Aye.
But you know what I loved about Paul? But see, when you look at the technology, Paul used to have the big full. You know, it probably weighed about 10 stone. This big mechanical camera. See now, Paul's running about with a
Aye, the GoPro.
minute, just a little tiny thing. He sticks it on in front of the DJ box, and it's crystal clear.
So
when
he-
see all the old stuff.
Mate,
Oh, you
some
can
of the old
hardly see
videos
it.
are unreal,
I
man.
know, but you can't get that. Paul from DV would say you can't get the vibe,
No, well, that's his
the
thing.
real vibe.
It's all about the vibe.
I love Paul.
So
Love him.
Mal got Paul to come and record a hashtag once, right? When we were in, it was before the Classic Grand. It was in the lounge. What was it called? What was that place
No,
called?
was it not SGW3? We did two.
No,
in there.
no.
We did them in the Arches as well. We're first one in the Arches.
Well, the hashtag show we did it in
Oh, right.
The fucking.
I thought you were talking about
lounge.
1994. Sorry.
I can't remember. It wasn't in Merchant City in Glasgow. What was it called?
Was there another one that was in
Something
Candle
Lounge.
Rings?
Aye, what was that called?
The one.
I want to say Safari Lounge, but it wasn't that.
No,
It was
but
something lounge.
No, but it's now it's an Irish bar, isn't it? It's got-
Aye.
I can't remember.
Anyway, so we're in there, right? And he's like, I've got Paul coming down. And I was like, who the fuck's Paul? Mate, this cunt, fuck me. So the first time I've ever met him, right?
It's brilliant.
Now, of course, Miles like, listen, so we're in the wee back room they got in
Yeah.
there, right? And
Did
so
they warn you first?
They used to give us a something to eat, right? So we would go and get
So I
something to
first
eat.
met you in one of the gigs with.
That's right, aye. So we're going to get something to eat. That was Derek McEwen's
Derek,
gig.
yeah.
So we got something to eat, and then they brought through this big, massive ice bucket, right? And there's like bottles of Prosecco in it and canned stuff like that. And he says, right, that's for you. So Gary used to do these things. He's pure protective of the rider, right? He's like,
Nobody gets in here that isn't us, right?
and he's like, man,
No wives
in here. And I'm going, you think Maria's going to come in and take 2 bottles? She's
I know,
driving.
I know.
But he was so protective of it. Mate, we left Paul. We left Paul for 2.
Rob.
Spunked the lot of it. Like, but at one point, he goes past me and I was like, Mal, has he got... He went, aye. So he goes flying past with a GoPro with that big fucking Mac Jake on. Mate, pockets full. I bought a Prosecco in each pocket.
Aye.
So he's just filming it, right? And he just kept saying, it's all about the vibe. It's all about the vibe. See, at one point, I'm just doing my bit and he's under the table. He's underneath the table with the GoPro up like that. He's like, it's all about the vibe. I was freaking out. But what a guy, man. I wouldn't want to live 2 minutes inside his mind. It must be fucking like an Escher paint, 100 mile an hour.
Brilliant.
But what a guy. Now, I mean, that back catalogue he's got, that is worth
I was actually
millions.
speaking to. It was at the Metro. I did the Metro 8 days ago. It was a week ago. Not that Saturday before. And he was in the back. He was backstage, and all the booze was all out and all that. And I'm like that to him, Paul, what about your back catalogue? He's like, Joe, nobody will get that. I've got that, and only you will see it. That was our vibe.
He
And I'm
must
like,
have...
Paul, keep sending me stuff because it's brilliant.
the footage that he must have must be unbelievable, man.
But not only, he's the only guy I know that's got all the stuff from the original raves, the Earthquaker, what was it, Technodrome and all that. He's got all this stuff. When down in Ayrshire when they had the big raves. But the quality is not great, but the atmosphere was incredible.
But you can still get
Holocaust.
You can still get enough
Everything.
from it that
I know,
you can get a feel of what it
But he
must have
just
been like.
he drips feeds it
He does. He puts wee bits out on Facebook.
because he'll get money for these things.
I would hope so,
imagine.
man. I mean,
I would hope so. Yeah.
The response from it is.
If it's on
is-
social media, they're starting
Aye.
to pay you now. Even I'm getting paid some
Right
occasionally.
now, I'm glad you brought social media up, right? Because I keep seeing this. Are you on Instagram now?
I just started.
Like, for fuck's sake, because I was like, AI's getting out of hand. Look at that. I thought it was Frank McAvenny for a minute. You on the big side on that. I says, who the fuck's done that for Joe?
By the way, I get loads of people saying, right, I'm just checking, is this you?
Well, mate, I
And
thought
I'm
it was a
like-
fake account.
And I'm like, look at me, I'm dead handsome and all that.
I thought it was a fake account.
No,
Like,
but
'cause
this,
it was-
I've had loads of people messaging me.
Aye.
I'm saying, look, everybody keeps saying to me, you need to go on Insta. And I'm like, but I can't stand all that. I'm happy with Facebook.
No,
But that-
Facebook's piss.
I know, but this is, I do agree with you. Lately, I've been like that. Do I need to answer this? But I'm now, I don't know how to operate it. Right, tell me how
This
does
is
it?
right, man. This is
Gonna
like
tell
proper teaching your granny to suck eggs. isn't it?
Tell
How
me-
does it work?
No,
son?
but how does it work? Now, is
just
it
post
is it just photos and they disappear after?
No.
No.
Right, so
right.
watch yourself, right? Whatever you post, Joe,
Right.
it'll be up there.
It's out
Right?
there,
So
right,
no photos of the sober roll up your arse.
So
no
no
photos of that.
No naked photos, right? Okay, I know
no,
that.
save that for the wife.
That holds me back for Facebook as well. So, but how is it different then from Facebook?
So it's Facebook is obviously you can just fucking put up a message like John, right? Like on that
yeah.
fucking Cyprus, you can do all that, carry on, right? Like you do, like fucking Guy Martin, a 10-year contract, all that, carry on, right? Whereas Instagram is just photos and videos.
Right. Okay.
So that's it. You just
So there's no
stuff on it.
posts?
Oh, you post on it, but you post photographs, videos.
Okay.
You can comment on it. Now, I'm the wrong person to ask about social media. I post a lot of stuff like pictures, videos, things with the podcast.
You always post your videos.
Aye, but I don't reply to
Anyway,
anything, right?
right.
Not
Is
through-
that the secret? Not to reply to
no,
anybody?
but no. I think,
Because I always feel as if I need to reply.
well, here's the thing. I think
Right,
if you
so
want,
give me advice.
if you want your numbers to grow, you've got to engage, right?
Right.
So the whole thing is like Mate, there's fucking folk, this is their job to teach people how to use Instagram and all that.
Right.
You're meant to like post at a certain time and then you have the first comment. You should ask a question in your comments, reply to the first 5 or this. I put up a video. The best thing is I put up a video, right? And then the wife will say to me like, have you seen what that bastard said in there? And I'm like, no. And somebody's been like cheeky and I'm going, I don't reply to any. Yeah. I've had people now fighting with each other in comments. I posted here's the thing as well, see with the podcast, right? And I don't know how to get this across to people. The now, especially the world we live in now, everybody has got an opinion on something. You've got to be in a tribe, you've got to be in a community, right? You've got to have, like, you've got to be Israel or Palestine, Ukraine or you've got to pick a team, right? Rangers or Celtic. Always the Rangers. You've
Always
got to pick a team, right? You've got to pick a team. I don't care about anything. I generally don't.
That's a good way.
All I care about is my wife, my stepdaughter, my mum, my stepdad,
and me.
My Uncle Joe, right? The governor. And then I've got 5 close friends.
Yeah.
See, other than that, I'm no interested.
I would love to be like that.
If somebody in the street needed my help, or a street, of course, right? I'll stop, I'll fucking listen, I'll help change a tyre, I'll do what I can. But see everything else, don't give a fuck. So I'll post stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll take the piss at that, I'll take the piss at this. I'll say whatever. And then see the rage that people get. I posted that thing the other day and all I said was like, just a fucking rant about how it was roasting. I was like, I need air conditioning, get rid of net zero. It's all nonsense, right? Mate, see the fucking vitriol on this. How people, you need to understand net zero. You're like, get a grip, man.
I know.
Who cares? None of this is real.
I know.
Do you mean just look after yourselves? I think that, especially the now with the way everything is, right? Too many people they want to focus on something. And I think it's easy to be offended or fake concern over something that's happening 1,000 miles away than it is to open your own front door and go, right.
What about the problems in the UK and Scotland?
Well, I get that as well. I don't want to go political.
But these people don't have it. That's not my problem. My problem's my family and my neighbours and my country or my city. They're my country. I'm sorry if it offends you, but we got to look after our own people.
I do think that more...
Our own families. I
do think if there is someone out there who is, they're full-on activists or they're doing marches and they're trying to... Fine, but what about taking a day, right? What about taking Saturday and just going for a walk, a 2-mile square bit from where you live and going, what could I do here? If I really want to be involved and change things, what could I change here?
Instead of
talking
about it,
what can I change it's over in the Middle East, or what can I change it's over in Russia? I just think I think people do things to make themselves feel better, especially when it comes to social media. So I post stuff, and then I tend very rarely to ever engage with things, man. So I'm no good with social media. I don't enjoy it, Joe. That's the thing. Some people really enjoy it. I don't enjoy it.
I enjoy it. To see with family and friends, I think it's quite funny. I'm always, shall we say, try to take the piss. I'm never serious. And when I am serious, I don't know if this happens to you. See, when I am serious,
people think you're joking.
People actually say, "Oh, what's up with you? What's up with you, you moany old cunt?"
Aye.
But I very rarely never moan. I never moan. But see, if something gets my back up, I'll say it.
Aye.
And I've got loads of people saying, "Why are you getting upset about that?"
Aye.
Because I'm allowed to get upset about things.
Aye. It's my page.
But it's
I can do what I want.
But it's very rare that I would say twice a year maybe I'll say something. People say, "Oh, fucking lighten up."
Choose a no firm game in it.
And or what's up with you? Go all grumpy.
Aye.
All grumpy. I only got upset twice a year. I'm all grumpy. Up yous.
So get it.
And by the way, I'm going to turn nasty on Instagram. So fucking watch this page.
Is this going to be Angry Joe?
No.
Angry Joe Deacon.
It's not. I'll be my typical lovable old self.
You need to get some of the old fucking rave clips up on Instagram. That's what you need to do.
Right.
Aye. You need to get them off Paul. Get Paul to send you some clips so you can upload it.
I'll ask Paul.
But
I've had it for a week, and I've made 3 posts.
But then
I'm scared to do something that might be wrong. So it's you're only posting it. It's only videos and photos. That's it.
So, but you've got you've got things called stories.
Right. And I know what a reel is.
Aye,
I do
so
reels.
So you could do a story as well. It disappears.
Right.
You
That disappears after a day, doesn't it?
Aye. You can also do a live. as well. So see when you're out and you're
that's what I did. I recorded a live one this morning.
Right, aye.
Just thanking everybody for the weekend.
Right, aye, things like
but
that.
that's a reel, isn't it?
Aye, it is, aye.
Okay.
But see when you're doing your walks, you could go live on Instagram and your walks. You could do it with your phone.
Who the fuck would want to see that?
Mate, you'd be surprised. Yeah, I'd have a wank to that every morning. You'd be surprised.
Right.
You'd be surprised
But
if
when
you watch.
when I'm in Scotland, and now allegedly it's the fucking summer. Do you know that?
Mate,
It's allegedly it's the summer.
you missed the summer. We had it a fortnight ago, 1 week. That was it done.
Jesus Christ.
Now it's back to piss and rain.
Well, see, as soon as I go back to Lugano tomorrow,
Right.
and it's 33, 34. I will be out with my tightest,
bastard, man.
highest shorts on Wednesday morning, and I'm going to do a reel for the whole 2 hours.
Do that. I want you in full Celtic strip, right?
With an old man's vest on.
And the wife beater and a tied hanky.
I might even put on, was it a skip cap back to front?
No, you need
so
to
I can be
get
down with the kids.
tie the hanky in the corners and just put that right. Do you know one thing I wanted to ask you, right? And see now that you're in Switzerland, right? There must have been, like, if you went back to the Metro days and says that, you know, eventually this is going to lead you to a point where you're going to be living in Switzerland, you'd be like, never believe it, right?
Never.
So my question to you is this: do you think that you are a product of the environment you're in? And that, I mean, if it had been the other way around, if you had been born in Lugano and raised like in the lifestyle you've got to know, or that level with a family you had, I don't think you would have become a DJ.
Oh no, I would have always become a DJ.
Do you think so?
I loved music
Right.
as a kid, and I still love music now.
So do you think that even though
Even though I was born and bred in the Calton,
and you don't think that has got any being for the Calton hasn't formed you in a way that's made you the man you are?
it made me. As I say, it was rough. It was really rough. But see, now it's made me who I am.
So when were you born? 1840 what?
I'm not fucking telling you.
What were you 1950 something?
No,
60?
I'm not telling you. Shut the
Right,
fuck
hold
up.
on. I'll do this
No,
in my head.
no.
26,
No.
40, 1959.
Bastard.
1959.
Right,
But what's Calton like in 1959?
It's very working class.
Right. So who's the
But
house?
there was
Mum
loads
and
of
dad?
industries. There was loads of industries. Everybody had a job. First of all, everybody had a job.
What did your dad do?
My dad, my dad wasn't there.
Right. Okay. That's it.
We shouldn't go down this road because it's.
No, this is the road we're going down. This is it. Come on. Right. So
My dad wasn't there. I was brought up with my mum.
right, and you got brothers, sisters.
One brother,
Right. Older, younger.
younger.
Younger. Right. So you are the oldest then. In
Yes.
Right. Okay. And are you?
I was brought up with my mum and my gran in my gran's house.
Right. And so is there more? No. Obviously I'm broken home, like
Yeah.
oldest son. Right.
Yeah.
Is there pressure on you at a young age that you have got to be the man of the house or provide in some way?
Well, I had to. I was told by my gran, and my gran was hard as nails, but an amazing woman, and the influence she had over me and my mum was phenomenal. You weren't. See, then you were. My first job after leaving school was an apprentice motor mechanic.
Right. Okay. So how old are you at this point?
I'm 16.
Right. Oh, so you done a fair number. Right. Okay.
Well, I started an apprenticeship at Phillips Garage, which is in Mollendiner Street. Down near Glasgow Cross, there's all railway arches, just off the Gallagate. I think Walter Black, the pickle factory was there.
Right.
It's all wallpaper shops now.
I know you are.
Right,
yes.
you know where I am?
Down for the barras.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So Phillips Garage, I'm sure it's still there.
You know, it is there. It's ruining.
No, it's not.
Do you know they're
It's-
building flats down there?
Right, well, it's right next to the last wall. There's only, maybe the wallpaper shops took over the whole of the arches there.
No, because there's still a garage. At the
Right,
end
well,
of it,
Phillips
aye.
Garage, I started in there, apprentice motor mechanic, on the amazing salary of £12.65.
A week.
£12.65 a week.
Right now. So you're 16.
Yeah.
How do you get that job? Was that just a job you applied for?
I applied for it.
Right.
I went to a job centre and applied for it.
So see when you're going into that on day one, say a Monday morning, you're away with your pieces, right? Your granny's like, fucking good luck, son. Surely the nerves must have been unbearable going in, as a young boy going into a male environment.
As I say, I was interested in cars.
Right, okay.
So
that's what drew you to it?
That's what drew me
Right.
to it. And it was a job. But out of that £12.65, how much did I have to give my gran? My keep.
Oh, right, okay. Let me. I'm going to say at least a tenner.
£8.
Well, that's not bad.
But I had to
But-
feed myself.
Right, okay.
Tough as nails, mate.
But then how many people...
So I've got a bedroom.
Uh-huh.
I've got a Yale lock on it
On the bedroom?
in the bedroom. This
Right.
is, it was like fucking, what do you call the... it was
HMO?
my granny invented HMOs. Lock on it.
Yep.
Bed, double bed, electric fire with the wee fans that used to go in and make it like a coal effect.
Yep. My granddad's my name.
So top set of top drawers, chest of drawers
Uh-huh.
with my Heinz soup, Heinz vegetable, Heinz tomato, Heinz beans, Heinz spaghetti, Heinz macaroni.
In your drawers?
in my top drawer
So nobody would touch it?
because nobody would touch it. If it was lying in the kitchen, my young
was
brother
gone.
would steal it and my granny would take it. But I was a fucking I was a salesman for my job was a salesman for Heinz. It was all Heinz. That's what I lived on.
Sponsored behind.
And if I could afford it, a wee tin of Bartlett pears and custard. What was the custard manufacturer? Ambrosia.
Oh, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia
Right,
custard.
okay.
You still get that now. They are the days that form you as a human being.
Well, how many do you think, like, I would say the percentage would be a lot in the higher percentile of successful men and women who grew up with, let's just say, an authoritative figure in their life, whether that be a father or a grandmother.
Yeah.
I think that nowadays with this whole kind of age of gentle parenting, I think that's going to be serious repercussions later on. Because you need someone when you're young. I think you need someone who you can be soft with, and you need somebody who not afraid of, but someone who can be.
My
hard
father
with you.
figure wasn't there.
But your grandmother was.
Yeah, but when I stepped out of line, and I did regularly, my mum struggled to keep me in line. My uncle stayed about one street away, the top of Tureen Street. My Uncle Walter, and God rest him, he's sadly passed a good few years ago. He would be my discipline. So see if I get really out of hand, he would come down and slap fuck at me.
But then you needed that though.
Where is that today?
It's gone. It's
Where
gone.
no, and by the way, when I look back, I deserved it.
100%.
But it only happened maybe 3 times a year.
Well, this is the thing as well.
So 3 times a year, I would get a right good leathering.
Aye, but when people talk about
By the way, that was before I was 16. By the way, well, no talking.
it's 42.
No,
Aye,
we're
you guys
talking
like,
about
get down here.
We're talking about from 5-year-old to about 14, 15.
Aye, but also like when people talk about the old, when you used to be violence towards children, hit children, they talk as if Waynes were getting leathered every day, 24/7. You weren't, but
They get leathered when they deserved it.
aye, but like my mum never hit us, right? She never hit us. But she hit me once, and then I laughed, and that made her more angry, right? Because she had 2 big boys, and she was a wee woman, right? She's not going to do anything to you physically, but mate, the fear was real. Like the fear was there.
Yeah.
So,
But that's what happens when you've got a father figure there.
aye, no, your father figure doesn't have to be a man.
Yeah.
Because my father figure was my mother. Now that in itself, it's probably maybe not the right dynamic. You're like, my dad's my mom. What's going on? But that kind of authoritative parent, you have to have that. Her thing was she would count to 10. That was it. I'm going to count to 10. And see when she started counting, mate, your fucking arse collapsed. Yeah. A wee 5'3", they would do nothing to you. Me and my brother, fucking 1. You like, just run at your bedroom. But you Wayne's had to have that. They don't have it now at all.
But that's why they're ruling the roosts. I mean, I don't see like my sons. My sons are really good young men now. Not because we beat them up or anything like that, but there was boundaries. And by the way, my wife is stronger with her boundaries than I am. So our boys are now 26 and 28. 26 and 29. And they've turned into amazing young men. They're settled down. They've got their girlfriends. They've got good jobs. One's got his own business. They know what they're doing now, and they keep telling us every time we're out for a meal, we really thank you too for looking, really bringing us up well, and we're proud of that.
I was just about to ask you, as you're getting older and you were out for your son's birthday the other night. Is there a pride in that when you like sit when you and your wife go home and you know that your Waynes are not only safe but they're happy, they've got good relationships themselves. There must be an element of going, we've done something right,
because we do have sometimes we feel guilty of not being there, but we now live in another country, but I'm over every month. My wife now has got a chance to come over more than she used to come
Can't
over
talk about that.
because of her job.
Can't
But
talk
remember,
about
we can't talk about that. She warned me before I came over. But the
Spelt the
boys,
beans morning. I didn't even have to say it. He just spelt the beans.
but don't worry, I'll be watching.
It's gone forever. It's
gone
gone
forever.
forever.
It's deleted. But as I say, we actually get a buzz. See, when we get back home to Lugano, we're like that. Wow, the boys are really, but they are a kind of a picture of us as people. I'm not saying that, you know, my wife's a man, but they take her. They've took her hard working, the way she works. She's very fair with them. She'll tell them if she doesn't agree with things. So she'll suggest that they go to mass and all that. She loves her mass. I kind of I don't go a lot because I've sinned. I'm joking, but they really take what we've taught them as kids. You know?
There must be a I suppose pride is the right one to have your
definitely.
kids.
But sometimes
And still present in your life as well, because there's a lot of families when they get older, their weans are not present in life. I don't want to be part of it. Do you mean? So it must be nice. And then maybe you're going to get the point now where there'll be grandweans next.
well, that's
Papa Joe.
my
Jesus Christ.
my youngest son Kieran, his girlfriend's expecting
Fantastic.
in September.
That's brilliant, man.
But this is a bit that I've told him I'm not happy with.
Right, okay.
Guess when the due date is on my birthday.
Oh, surely that's what you
No,
want.
no. Take the demi off me. I'm on the 15th of September. I want to be spoiled.
Right, okay.
I'm a big Wayne for the Calton, so
Right.
it's my day. So the date is the 15th of
But then-
September. It's her first child. So I'm
But
an,
then
I'm
but
an
then
expert
can,
with children.
You can shoehorn on with
Yeah,
that.
it's got to be that. I don't mind the 14th or the 16th.
But then if it's
it's
the
no way
15th
it's the 15th.
But then it'd be like, listen, you're your papa's
I know,
favourite.
I know,
You're the
I know.
papa's
No,
favourite.
no.
You're the
I've-
first one.
I've heard this for everybody, even my wife. Everybody's saying, lighten up, Joe. No, Luca's not going to be born on my
Have we
birthday.
got a name?
We've got a name.
Oh, we've got a name.
It's a
right,
boy.
Okay.
And God willing, wee Luca will appear.
So it's going to
on
be the 14th,
14th
or
or
the
the
16th.
16th of September.
Right, okay.
Not the 15th. That's
Right.
Joe's day.
Right, that's...
Sorry for being selfish, but that's the way I am.
Listen, again, there's no airs and graces. This is what it is.
And by the way,
refuse to
by the way,
accept-
if it's born on the 15th,
Yep.
I'll batter fuck out my two sons. And I've brought them up well.
You'll be in a different time zone. Do you mean so you'll be like, it's not the 15th here. It might be the 15th there. Mate, that's brilliant. No,
No,
congratulations, man.
Good luck to young Jade and young Kieran.
So that the first grandwin.
Yeah. Oh,
Here.
no, I've got other grandchildren.
Oh, right, okay.
I wasn't married before, but two other sons.
Sorry, right, okay. It's I suppose you're getting older. All that's kind of things that you maybe don't think about when you're younger. You maybe just when you and your wife are having the boys, you maybe don't think at a point where you're going to be, what's life going to look like when you are at this age and you are starting to kind of not slow down in the
No,
sense
I
of
know.
like what, but certainly
but
slow down to start to
do
enjoy
what I
life
wa-
more.
do what I
Yes,
want to do.
yes, aye.
Mal always said that to me, and he said it to me every 1994. He said, Joe, what we do here is just, I don't want to do all of these things that I've been offered. I just want to do things with my pals.
Aye.
And he always said that to me every 1994. I do this event. Okay, I do it for the punters, but I do it mostly for me. I enjoy it so much working with guys that I really like.
Yeah.
I don't want to go do big guest spots here. And he says, he said, he used to say to me, I've not backed loads of big gigs and all that. I just like working with my pals.
Aye.
And I always remember him saying that. And I've took that on board now. I don't need to do things that I don't want to do.
No, and that's a very privileged position to be in, because that's where you want to be in life.
And I still love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, people, I mean, everybody's like, you're getting old. I said, but it's a number. I really get a buzz out of playing music to people. I'm not pretending.
Yep.
I love the music I play.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be so varied from old school music, house music, to classic rave stuff. I've got a big taste in music, and I just love playing to people, seeing people's faces enjoying themselves. That's why I still do it. When I stop not liking it, then it'll be the time. And
Is
when I
there
stop
a-
getting work, I'm still getting them, still getting loads of work.
Is there a... No, it's all just... Things are just popped in my head, man, right? So, is there a song that whenever you hear it or you think about it reminds you of like the young Joe? I gotta give you an example, right? So this is a total random fucking song that probably nobody's ever heard or will ever seek out. Remember you would get those compilations, now that's what I call music?
Yeah.
Right? So
I had a few of them.
the first one that I can remember getting was...
What is it now? It's like 130. What's it?
I do.
Now
so,
that's music, 120.
So the first one that I can remember buying myself was 13, right? Now that's what I call music, 13, right? And I remember there was a track on it called Big River by Jimmy Neal,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Now, I didn't even know Jimmy Neal was a singer.
No, he was an actor,
Aye.
but I don't even remember. No, I know my music.
Right, so
he couldn't have had a hit. He couldn't have had a hit with it.
Jimmy Neal, Big River. Right, now I'll tell you something else. It's a fucking belting tune, right? Singing about the time, right? When you're back home, get it on Spotify, Jimmy Neal, Big River.
Can I tell you, while I fuck,
And I don't
Jimmy
know...
Neal, can he sing?
Well, he must have dug deep this time. And I don't know why that has stuck with me. And do you know why? Because it was sandwiched between Meatloaf and Cher.
Jesus Christ.
So it was Meatloaf, Jimmy Neal, and then Cher. That was the 3 tracks, right? And that has stuck in my mind. So, is there a song that you necessarily do not like, but for whatever reason, it reminds you of a time and a place?
No. If you want to ask the simple one though, if you want to ask me what piece of music really brings back amazing memories when I was younger,
Yep.
it would be the album from Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life.
Right, okay.
Now, it's a double album,
Mm-hmm.
and it's, I mean, shall we say the more my age group people will know this right away. Do yourself a favour, put it on your Spotify,
Yep.
and I'll argue all day with you if there's one bad track in it. A double album
Right.
with maybe 24 tracks on it. I think it had about 7 or 8 hit singles off it.
Songs in the Key of Life.
Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder. That is blows away everything I've ever heard. But you know, I've got see things that take me back in the time is soul music. See
Right.
things like Al Green, Luther Vandross, George Benson. This is personal to me. I just think, wow, when I hear stuff like that. But Songs in the Key of Life, anybody out there who wants to check out a real double album and there's not one bad track on it. Not
Songs
one.
in the Key of Life.
No fillers, all thrillers.
Go back to the Calton, right? Go back to your granny. Was there music in the house?
Yeah, there was music in the house. My mum liked her the kind of 60s. It was always Dusty Springfield and all that.
Right.
I think my mum used to think she looked like her with the peroxide blonde hair.
Right, okay.
You know, and the style, it was all that, you know. Tom Jones, it was all that kind of 60s. Yeah, late 50s, early 60s. The Rolling Stones, Beatles and all that. I grew up in a house like that. My granny was older. She would be the kind of Frank Sinatra stuff and all
Right,
that.
okay.
You know? Dean Martin. There was always music plays. We had one of those big, what do they call them? It was like that.
The side with the record player
the
built in
record-
it.
the
Right,
built in
okay.
it, yeah, the big lid and all that. Yeah.
What would be worth thousands now if you had
And
one?
it had the FM, no,
Yeah.
the FM, the
AM and all that.
AM medium wave,
Aye.
big radio.
Yep.
It had everything in it. It was what was it called?
It's like a sideboard thing, isn't it?
It's a
But
sideboard
got it
thing,
all
but it
built
had
in.
everything
Aye,
in it.
I know what you mean.
And then when I got a wee bit older, I bought my first record player, which had a garage deck. It was just a wee. I'm trying to think of the make of it. Oh, it was just a wee square one with a garage deck. I think it was a Bush. Do you remember them?
Uh-huh.
Not the Bush.
Not the Bush.
But it's an
That is still
electrical
60s.
company. I think you can still get TVs.
Aye, you still
from
get stuff from
Bush. So you're getting too far back from
This
me.
is
mate.
where we want to go, man. This is
You
where
want to
we're
go?
going.
Yeah.
Wait, so
You
where?
want to go body deep? Do
What
you?
did you always, mate? Always. It's not that deep, trust me. What did a Bush record player set you back?
I don't know. 30 quid rings a bell.
No, was that just to have so you could play your own music in your room, right? So you're
7-inch singles.
right, okay.
And if I saved my money at the weekends, I would buy an LP.
So I had William Daniel in a couple of weeks ago, right? And he's talking about precinct, 23rd precinct, things like that. So
Oh, that was one of my places.
what was when you're a young teenage Joe? Where in Glasgow was the places to go and get records? Then?
No, well, when was it? I mean, those days it was the barras. You got your stuff.
Aye.
There was barras still, but it was all that kind of hooray, tickle and joke.
Aye.
It was all the
Yep.
Alexander Brothers Volume 25.
Yep.
You know, what's that? The old rugged cross. What's her name?
I know who you mean, but I
Oh.
can't. But you know, weirdly see you talk about Facebook and Paul and DV. Somebody put up old clips the other day of Paddy's Market, and I was watching
Aye,
that,
well,
mate. That was
by the
wild.
way, I used to go down there.
I went with my gran,
My
aye.
mum would take me down
Aye.
there, and the people were all. It's a cobbled street. People were all out with their
Blankets,
blankets
just
with all the
shite on
stuff
it,
on it,
aye.
all the shite on it.
I can remember my gran take me down. I'm going,
my
what
mum
the
took
fuck
me
is
down.
this?
And by the way, it wasn't for clothes for me, but my mum and my gran would get clothes out there.
Right, mate. Everybody did though.
But they were very their children or their grandchildren got the proper clothes.
Aye,
The school
aye. Mm-hmm.
clothes out of McNish's or Crazy House or City Cash Tailors. They were all in the Gallagher.
Aye.
So all these tend to the best shops.
Who knows? But aye, brilliant. Next time you're home, mate, bring some of your flyers and we'll go through it. And safe travels home, big man. And
Thank you, Scott.
bring
Always
it
a pleasure.
over.
Never a
Pleasure,
chore.
mate. Right, are you ready for this fucking outro?
Right,
now?
give me the intro.
So
Is it that? Is it going to be that one that goes, hail, hail? No, is it that one?
that one, aye. It just starts at da da da. That's what it starts with. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to the show. Share it in the socials when you see it. Make sure you all follow Joe Deacon on Instagram. I'll tag him. I'll even put his wee post up so you can see his AI fucking Frank McAvenny image that he's got on it because it's a belter. But again, big man, honestly, can't thank you enough as
My
always.
pleasure,
And we'll speak to you soon.
See, I love all that.
Goodbye, dear hero. It's been a blast. For another week we say adios. If you came as a friend or even foe, then you should become a hashtag hero. Spread the show as far as you can. 1 million heroes or a lifetime ban. All we do is speak our minds. We hope you're around for the ride. We are the hashtag show. Everyone's welcome. No one is safe. Winter is coming, but we hate snowflakes. This is the hashtag show. Become a hashtag hero. Become a hashtag hero. Become a hashtag hero. Until next time, love, love, love. The hashtag show.